It's that cozy time of year. Come along with me as I make my house merry and bright. I have never quilted before. I've been a crafter my whole life, a knitter, a spinner, a natural dyer. I've sewn children's clothing and other decorations, and I've always thought I would love to make a quilt. And I've never done that. I've even dyed yards upon yards of fabric with natural, beautiful, vibrant dyes and never cut into it because then it's felt too special to use. But for this Christmas, I decided I'm just going to do it. I am going to make quilted Christmas stockings for my family. Why not? Never quilted before, a few weeks before Christmas? Of course I'm going to learn a new craft. I used only fabrics I had already had, I've purchased over the years, and some pieces of fabric I actually had to stitch together to make enough for a little square. It's been really fun though, learning a new craft, and it gives me a lot of confidence to cut into my beautiful naturally dyed fabric to actually make a blanket for myself or my children. But we'll see if I get these stockings done in time, and if I don't, that's okay. Maybe I'll get them done next Christmas, but it's really about the process for me, and I'm okay with that. I'm trying something new here. I've seen on social media people using mandarin orange peels to make candles. And I always happen to have a mini crock pot with beeswax in it for, whenever I have the hankering to make candles or dip leaves or flowers in it. So I pulled that out and got it warming up. You see what I did here was I cut it in half and I peeled it in a way that that white part that I can't remember the name of becomes the wick. So let's see if it works. I've been really curious about this. I did decide to dry them, and in hindsight, I believe I could have just poured the beeswax right in and it would have dried in perfect little circles around it, but that's okay. We're just learning as we go, huh? All right, I'm going to use my craft ladle, because don't we all have one, to pour in the beeswax. I will give you a disclaimer, and I learned this the hard way. These are floating water candles, and I know that because, and anybody who really thought this through would know that these orange peels will, like any dried organic material, catch on fire. So if you're going to do this, please only do it as floating candles. They're sweet though, aren't they? I'm finishing up this little knitted vest I made for my toddler. I'm just sewing in the ends here. This is a pattern by Tin Can Knits, I believe, and it was supposed to be a sweater, but I didn't feel like knitting the arms, and everybody needs a little warm vest layer. I naturally dyed this sweater in marigolds that I had stored in my freezer. Drop me a comment below if you're interested in any tutorials of handwork like knitting, crochet, natural dyeing. I'd be so happy to share. I am making a cranberry apple cobbler to have something that feels so cozy and very holiday-esque after dinner tonight. I am making up this recipe as I go, and that might sound intimidating to some, but when you use so many recipes, you kind of end up finding one you like and then sticking with that, and then you realize that as long as you know the rough measurements, it usually works out. Unless you are extremely type A and you need a literal recipe every single time, even if you've made it for years and years and years. But I don't know what kind of a person I am. B, C, I don't know. But it comes out most often and nobody's complaining over here, so we're going with it. I know that citrus is often used in winter baking, and so in my liquid base for this cobbler, I've done a little bit of orange juice, raw milk, sugar. I'm doing a little bit of baking soda and baking powder and flour. Oh, and vanilla extract, of course. The way I see it is that I want to do the things. I don't need everything to be perfect or just so. I want to be creative and create memories for my family. And I want to use what I have when I have it and make do. So here's to you and yours during this holiday season. I hope that you're making memories for yourself as well as your family. You're the keeper of your home and you're the keeper of the memories, the matriarch. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful week.